Hey, Jasmina. Hi all. Hi, Joan. Morning, guys. Evening, wherever you are. It is the morning for me. Hi, Freya Parcel. Sweet face. Hi, Linda. Hi, Jennifer. Okay, guys. We're going to have a look at a general first of all, as usual. I just did some private readings this morning, and I was saying in them that I've had this like really strong feeling like things are really slowing down. It's got a lot to do with Pluto and the outer planets, Uranus, etc. We do have Jupiter there. If you want to check your astrology, go have a look at any really good astrologer. Okay, some of my go-tos I think are below in the description. But it's a really strong feeling of being slowing things back down. There's a lot of anxiety in the energy. So let me tell me how you're feeling. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of looking at the past, thinking about people from the past, thinking about situations you've gone through, how you could have handled it better. There could be an element of like beating yourself up over something and putting a lot of pressure on yourself. You could have had a lot of insomnia. You could have slept too much, or not being able to sleep. So either or. So there's a lot going on in the energy right now. Don't reflect too much. I think there's a need to reflect on things from the past and people. People could be entering your past, or people could be wanting to come into your energy that you either don't want in your energy, or you do want it, but they want something from you, like to be a certain way. We are going through a massive, to say the least, I'm underestimating it by saying massive, astrological transit this week. So be kind to yourself. Do everything in moderation if you can. Okay, it's very hard not to do things in moderation right now because we can go into self-sabotage. All right, I did some cards. This is going to take a lot of hard work to currently go through this transit period, okay? And this is going to last to mid-August, I would say. It's going to be hard work. It's not to be understated, but it's also not to be feared. As long as you put yourself first, are kind to yourself, and only for a lot of you, this is like a very personal change. Just know that this too shall pass. We couldn't possibly sit in this energy forever. There's something here about your DNA changing. Your body is upgrading. A lot of you may be getting a lot of weird dreams of people from the past, even past lives. Great time to connect with higher spirit, like your higher self and your guides, to support you with this energy. However, if you don't moderate yourself, or you're not kind to yourself, or you're not in the space, which I haven't been in for the past 3 days. Hi Stella, I'll reply in a second, just hold on. Then, how can we open our third eye and connect to our guides? So Stella, yes, I know it's still uploading. I had to come on live. Let me just check. Sorry, guys. It's got 24 minutes left to upload, so I couldn't sit and wait 4 minutes. I've got another device here. I can send it to you once it's uploaded, even in the middle of the live, so that's fine. So please be patient. Okay. We have participation and solidarity in numbers. I think this is applicable right now to be around people that vibe with your energy, that are very similar to you in energy. Anyone who's wearing a mask, and this includes ourselves. I'm hearing I'm not welcome here. So there is something about just being very careful who you're talking to. If you're having like dreams of people, situations from the past, and they're not good dreams, there may not be nightmares, but there may not be people you want in your dreams, in your energy. Pray and ask spirit to remove them from your energy and like not show up in dreams and things like that, okay? So let me know if any of you have been having weird dreams like I have, people showing up from the past, people that I want to see, and then people that I don't want to see. So, okay, we've got love and soul. For some of you, especially in Mercury retrograde, there may be somebody in your life or has been in your life. It could be a family member especially, or if you've got any mother wounds, you could be your mother, you could be a mother. The number 27 is showing up a lot over the past 2 days. That may be significant, or Virgo energy. There could be females in your life that have, especially if you're a Virgo, I'm going to say, that you could be having difficulty with. Okay, this can be family, children, friendships, a love interest. But Spirit's saying, like here, like from the soul, look at what your soul needs. And if you don't love it, if there's no love there for the person, the place, no drive there, if it's not going to be part of your soul for this next era, for this next world, for this next journey, then we need to be looking at that. It's very much who is in your energy right now. And then we've got the Empress, which is coming out a lot lately. Taurus, Libra energy. Being gentle to yourself, looking at where you can grow in your life, where you can't and will have to leave. And this could be people, okay, as well. I think a lot of it's got to do with people. Right, I'm just going to keep every time checking Stella's. I'm in a different area, Stella. There's 26 minutes. It's still saying 26 minutes. Because I'm not in the same, like at my house, when I'm at my house, the internet is super quick and things upload really fast. But in this area I'm in, it's just painstakingly slow. So there's nothing really I can do about that. We just need to be patient. I hope the live's okay. All right, that was the general. Joan, post your question. Hi, Elaine. All right. Who else have we got on? Oni photo. Stella. Dasha. Diamond. Twin Soul, Elaine. Okay, let's have a look at a general for you, Joan. Spirit's showing me that like you bought something or you're going to buy something that you want to return. I don't know what it is. They're not showing me what it is, but I just get this sense that you purchased something and then you don't want it anymore. Okay. So you take it back. Now this may not have happened yet, so just be careful with your online purchases, especially. You may order something online, receive it. It may be something to do with paper, like a book, something that you may receive and go, oh, this isn't what I expected, or that's coming through. Okay, color red. So get grounded, do some grounding. If you can't like walk around too much or go outside, just imagine roots of a tree coming through your feet, connecting with the center of the earth and grounding yourself that way. I am going to try and get out for a walk today. We've also got the solar plexus has just come out. So Spirit showed me the first and the third chakra, but you know, the second one is the sacral. I would do while you're able to, or have the time now at the moment to, because, you know, with what's going on, to really do some chakra meditations. Be very good for you. We've also got the color yellow here. So that's all about your intuition, but I think it's more sort of like saying, you know, to get balanced and to do some chakra meditations and focus on that. You got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is beautiful. We'll clarify these things falling into place. I'm hearing destiny. It's actually on the card, but I'm hearing it as well. So something that's meant for you is like either falling in your lap or coming towards you. We'll see if that's a person or a situation. I feel you disconnected from someone recently. Doesn't have to be a lover, it can be a friend, that you're just not vibing with them anymore, or they don't understand you, you don't have the same path. Like maybe you used to, but you don't anymore. So there's something about not, and it's because you're upgrading mentally, okay? You've got the sun. So you've got all this beautiful yellow energy, okay? So this is like Leo. The sun does signify the star sign of Leo. It's also High Priestess energy, breaking down to a 2. What else do we have? So there's a lot of happiness here. You're getting something you wanted. A white dress may be significant here. There's something about your third eye. There's definitely something about connecting with spirit as you do your chakra meditations, okay? You're going to get some sort of news or clarity. I'll clarify that. Or some sort of understanding, or more of an understanding. You may also have a conversation. There's that base chakra again. So I feel as you get grounded and do some meditations, even just like envisioning the colors, like the color red, the color yellow, or all your chakra colors in their significant areas, you're going to get some sort of aha moment, realization, download, vision. The Ace of Wands does talk to me about vision when it's encompassing these chakra energies here, okay? So some sort of vision you could get, a dream, something that's going to give you clarity on something that was hidden. I feel it could be when you're doing a crown chakra meditation, when you're connecting with your guides, you're getting some sort of information. You're definitely coming out of a period of stagnancy, of like worry as well. Worry about what someone says, worry about what someone feels. I do feel that's like just in your energy. There's more of an unbothered type of energy here. Like you're unbothered. Yeah, and you're stepping into Empress mode, which is really nice. Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, a little bit of Aries energy here, okay? So you're really feeling fulfilled and happy right now. And I do feel that that's going to continue forward, but keep yourself grounded. This is a really beautiful reading. Let me just clarify. I'm not going to clarify the chakra energies, but I am going to clarify the Ace of Swords. What is this news, information, download, insight? It's more of an insight, I feel, like an intuitive insight. You're just going to know. Could be something about connecting with another person. So why is this here? You've got 1133. Oh, actually, you've got 111 and 33. So this could be significant, these numbers. Ace of Wands, another 1. So you've got 1111, 33. What is the Ace of Wands here for? It's going to give you some sort of new idea that's been hidden up until now. Could be a new idea for a business. It could be travel. Something that you were like searching for or trying to fight or resist. It's something to do with your career or a project, okay? So you're going to get some sort of insight or news or download about what you need to do, okay? Hi, Star Angel. I've just looked at the card jar. Star Angel, hi. Yeah, so there's some sort of like something that's been hidden in the past, in the recent past, or something you feared to start. You now have the realization or the insight that you can actually do this right now and you can follow it. So you may get like extra information like, oh, that would be a good idea to add that to that. I don't feel it's like career though. I feel it's more like a business, like your own business, something you want to work on, a project. I'm also getting like volunteer work as well. I don't know if you've thought about doing that. There's something here you're growing for sure, but there could be fear associated with starting it because the moon is here, okay? Why is the Empress here? No, let's have a look at the Wheel of Fortune. Two of Wands in the reverse. So something you've been waiting for and you've almost given up on, and there's been a lot of defensiveness around this situation. This could be legal, separating yourself from a toxic person or environment or situation is actually coming in now. So if you've been waiting for something, if you've been like, this is never going to happen, where the hell is it? I've almost given up. You're going to get some sort of news, okay? You're going to get some sort of news here in the near future. Now, I'm going to say possibly October. I wouldn't like go past October here with this. It's definitely going to make you very happy. So some information coming in that's going to make you happy. It's something you've waited for, the Temperance card in the upright. So that can be like October, November, December, but I definitely would say before the end of this year. Yeah. There's the Strength card clarifying the sun. So you've got double Leo, so August energy too. I would say between August and November at the latest, you're going to get some sort of news here. Something you've been waiting for, something you're excited about, okay? Thank you, Elaine. Okay. Yeah, and there's a money opportunity or an offer coming in. Anything else? So you've got like 3 aces in your reading, Joan, which is amazing. The only one we're missing is the Ace of Cups. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. And I think like your main priority is focusing on yourself, with the Empress being here, on your finances, on your career, on a business, and that's the truth at the bottom of the deck, okay? There is money coming in very quickly. You're going to get information about this money coming in. Like I said, possibly October. We do have the 10 of Pentacles there. I said October before. Elaine, post your first question. Stella, if you're there, I'll just check on your reading. Seven minutes left, Stella. Look out, it's uploading. Okay, 7 minutes left. Oh, Stella is here. Are you donated, Stella? Do you not want to wait for your reading? No, I don't think Stella did I don't think she did. I think it's just that. Hold on a second, Stella. Thank you, Stella. You didn't have to. You could have waited for your reading. Okay. Which won't be long, I promise you. But I'm actually going to send you about an hour reading. So, yes, it was longer than I thought it was going to be. So that's fine. Step into your personal power, and that's really the answer. I think it's about confidence. I think a lot of people, you will be rewarded and recognized for stepping into some sort of authority. There's definitely something here about you really taking the lead in your career, especially. I definitely mentioned that in your reading that I just did. You will be recognized and rewarded either from spirit or from others. But it's about stepping into your power. It's about, like, you have gifts, talents, abilities, using them to take control, using them to, like, lead a team, be a leader of some kind for sure here. You've been through it in your life. You've gone through a lot of painstaking efforts, I want to say, to get to the point you are today, especially career-wise, especially financially. And you've learned a lot, and Spirit's asking you to use it. All right, so does that make sense? All right, Spirit's asking you to use it. Okay, now this could be a new love, a new person coming in. Let's clarify this. It definitely could be love coming into your life. This could be an older person, older than you. All right, it could happen in August. You could meet them in August. Like you said, you know, for more abundance to come into your life. I think this is a lot to do with realizing, like, the realization of how powerful you are and what you've learned so far, and to grab that confidence with both hands and go for something here. But it can have to do with the masculine coming in. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, it could have to do with the masculine. You've got Leo energy here again, but he's showing up as the King of Wands. I think in your reading he showed up as the King of Pentacles, this individual. Definitely travel. You could have, right, there could be, I think I actually mentioned this in your private reading. There's something here about a spiritual upgrade, or you coming into some sort of new gift, or a gift that you have spiritually as well. Who is the King of Wands? Who is the King of Wands? This is someone that is coming towards you, or you're going towards them. All right, really strong Aries, but definitely fire energy. Leo, Sag, Aries. And you've got Aries here, you've got Leo here, you've got Libra and Taurus here, and you've got the Three of Wands here. I do feel that you're going to decide exactly what you want to do, either in business or for yourself. Step into some sort of confidence and go for something. Now, this can be with a person. A person's actually been highlighted for you a couple of times, like with your reading today and this reading now. You may be, I don't know what you're doing for work right now, but you definitely could be having a huge change within your career. Huge change within meeting a particular person that's going to support your abundance. So this could be literally, right, or in love especially, or and I said this in your private reading, like both. Okay, that's a separate thing. Actually, Spirit say it's not a separate thing. We'll talk about that in a second. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? I think the Three of Pentacles came out in your private reading. Yes, it did. Whatever you're worried about right now, as far as attracting abundance or having abundance or your career path or love even, it's going to be leaving you. There is an offer coming in. I do feel it's love. I actually feel that you're going to be meeting someone. I don't know whether you want to meet someone right now. It could happen very quickly. It could happen in August. Spirit is saying here as well, you don't cheat yourself out of opportunities through fear. That's what that means, okay? And you've got the 0 point here with the Fool. Okay? That 0 point with the Fool. Why is it? Oh. Yeah, now you've got the Queen of Wands. So you've got a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands. So you've got like little pigeon pair here going on. This is a power couple energy. Someone who's going to put you on a pedestal. I do feel there's a love offer coming in. Like, I keep saying it. I keep feeling it. Now, if it's not love, or if you don't want love in your life, this could be someone seriously helping you with your career, or some sort of like job offer or upgrade. Yeah, you're going to be very happy, whatever it is, all right? So get out there, take some risks, all right? Safe risks, of course. You are moving forward. Finances, maybe you may need to relook at your finances and see your spending habits and where you're spending. I've definitely been doing that lately. What was your second question, Stella? It's my sister's birthday today. I must call her after today's live. All right. And then I'll just check your reading in a second. Hopefully it's uploaded. Oh, it's uploaded. Yay. Okay, I'm going to send you your reading as well. Okay. Hi, Aline. What can I do to improve my environment? Okay. So after your reading, I'll send you your reading. That makes sense? Okay. What can Stella do to improve her environment? I'm seeing the Two of Swords. I don't know if it's going to come out. I'm seeing it like, but we'll see what comes out. We've got the Nine of Wands. Sorry, the Nine of... Is it Wands? Yeah, the Nine of Wands in the reverse. This came out in your private reading. The Nine of Wands in reverse came out in your private reading. So that's really ironical here. All right, so we've got the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Definitely needing to step into your spiritual, to pray more, to pray for signs and synchronicities. If you're feeling red flag, trust it. Okay, now the Nine of Wands in the upright is about building a wall around yourself, expecting the worst to happen. Spirit wants you to turn that around, because like, we are what we create, or we attract what comes into our environment, right? So there's something here about that, like needing to trust yourself more and trust. Yeah, so there's a fear of rejection here from yourself. There's a fear like you're going to get hurt if you let others in. So this definitely to do with your environment, could be to do with love relationships in your environment, not wanting to be close to people, possibly acting like a Queen of Swords, which came out in your private reading, okay? And needing to like let your guard down a little bit, like trust more, let people in more, because not everyone is like out to get you, or you know, you're an old enough soul. I talked about that in your private reading, to know, like to trust your intuition and to know who's good for you and who's not good for you and what the red flags are, and use your intuition, like to trust that intuition and to trust that you are being supported by spirit. And it is about fear of rejection, okay? It's about fear of being rejected possibly by others if you let them in. And it's all to do with your environment. And to trust your body as well. And like when you're in an environment, is it bringing you peace? Is it making you like feel restful? Is it rejuvenating you, whether it's in your workplace or whether it's at your home, in your environment there? Sometimes we need to, I often cleanse my home, the energy in my home, because I don't feel well or I feel restless or etc. Okay, so it's about letting your guard down here, letting people in, doing that healing of rejection, however you were rejected. This could even go back to childhood. And knowing, like, if you feel, like if you've had a good night's sleep, but you wake up feeling exhausted, there may be something in your energy in your home, needing to cleanse, needing to pray out loud as well. I pray out loud a lot and talk to spirit out loud. Yeah, then things will change. I do feel there's love coming in for you though. I really do. I feel there's love coming in for you. I feel that it's going to lift a heavy burden off you. And I feel that this is definitely like a commitment. So I don't know if that's what you want, Stella, but I do feel that that's going to change your environment greatly too. Okay. Helene, post your first question. Thank you. Yeah. So get some like if you can't, like if you don't want to buy sage or Palo Santo, they can be quite pricey as well. Like I buy mine in Indonesia because it's way cheaper than Australia, but I forgot to bring it with me, damn it. But even like using an incense stick and smudging all the corners of your home, behind the doors, feeling, you know, just dropping into, I don't want to say meditation, I don't want to sound so generic, but dropping into your breath, doing the box breath, that's very good. Breathing in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4, etc. And if you did that about 6 times, it really does help calm the nervous system, because it's the nervous system that's being highly triggered and activated right now with this astrological craziness that's going on. I've literally locked myself in the house for the next 3 days. I've been here since Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days, and today's another day. I'm going to be alone, but like I felt like I really needed to. There's a lot of healing required, you know, so you may feel the same, right? So you know what to believe. Okay, we'll, in part 2 of your reading, I'm going to send part 1 now. Hold on, Elaine. In part 2 of your reading will be about love, okay? Because I was taking my time with your reading and it was getting to the point where I needed to do two parts. And I knew at the beginning I was going to have to do 2 parts for you. I just felt it, okay? So we'll do a lot of that love energy in, and I'll take into account what you've just said. Okay, so let me just send that to you, Stella. Stella from Traveling Tarot. Watch Stella part 1. There you go. Okay. Right. Just sent it, Stella. General for Elaine. I want to use the wisdom deck. Let's change things up a little bit. Okay. So if all of if you can practice, I've been doing that breath work a lot of last night and in the day yesterday. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4 again. So continue that cycle about 6 times. Obviously, if you're getting lightheaded, you may not want to do 4 breaths in. You may want to do 3 breaths in, like 3 seconds in, if that makes sense. Because like the actual one is 6. I can't do 6 in. Well, I can, but it's like a real focus. So 4 is about of a good sort of like middle ground. I'm feeling a lot of frustration energy with you, Elaine, like you want something to happen, want someone to contact you, want some sort of truth to be told, want something to come out, want others to understand your opinion, or like, well, a lot of people don't, like I gave an opinion to someone yesterday, I wish I hadn't, because I knew intuitively it was going to go a certain way, and they just not obviously spiritual enough to, well, I'm not going to say they're not spiritual enough, but they were getting the red flag. I was getting it like a beacon, right? But this person wasn't. So, you know, be careful with your opinions, right? Hi, Dion. Hi, Victoria. Please be patient, guys. Yeah, it's more, there's more here energy of needing to observe things right now. I mean, we're still in Mercury retrograde, and I do feel there's a lot of frustration and impatience. The astrology is crazy with like 4 degrees of Pluto and Jupiter and all, you know, all those planets, the outer planets, which has never happened before in the history of mankind that they can find. There's a lot going on, so it's almost like we don't have a back point, guys, Elaine. We don't have a back point of referring it back to, well, this time in history, this happened at this time, and we don't have that. So instead of like anticipating, well, not anticipating, being frustrated or expecting something to go our way or a certain way, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, and if that's what you're feeling, okay, then there's a need here to just observe things. Definitely check your astrology. He has this little fox. He has a telescope. He's looking at the moon, the stars. Okay, definitely. I will make a note to send you, not necessarily the astrology of what's going on now, but something that's been overlooked at the Cancer at 22 degrees. Okay, now I'm not an astrologist. I prefer to refer people to other astrologists. Okay, because other people who know, I've got more knowledge about the stars, etc. But I'll send you that. Spirit's saying, don't overthink something here. Like, just observe right now. Like, this too shall pass. Things are changing. I was saying to, I think, Stella in her private reading that I expect the Tower to come out a lot in the live today. So it has come out a couple of times. Wow, and then your stars are going to align. So there's something lining up. Definitely check your birth chart and rising if you know it, if you know your birth time. I hope that you know your birth time. I asked my mother, like, what my birth time was, because previously she told me she couldn't remember. And then the other day she told me. I actually thought I was a Capricorn rising, but I'm not. I'm at Aries rising. So now I know. So find out your details if you can. It's going to give you, I'm hearing, wings to fly. You're going to be able to know how to navigate the rest of 26, the next year, 2027. So I'll send you that Varouche astrology video that she just put out about the 22 degrees Cancer, which is for the rest of this year, and the trajectory for 2027. And if anyone wants that, they can email me for it, okay? Or go ahead and look on YouTube, Varouche Tarot. So let's have Varouche astrology, tarot and astrology. Yeah, don't overthink something here. You're overthinking something. You're in Aries rising too. Oh, right, okay. So that's why we're very in tune with each other, maybe. So definitely check your birth chart. I think with all that being said, this is what I'm trying to sort of get to. check your birth chart here. There's a need here to be flexible with something that you're building. So especially if you've made plans in Mercury retrograde, that may change. It may not be, I'm hearing, warranted, acceptable or doable. And you may have to sort of look for the next thing or try something different or do something in a different way. Okay, but you are building something here. I think it's very hard for you right now to go with the flow. I think it's hard for everyone to go with the flow. We want answers, we want them now, we want things to push ahead, but you know, just breathe, right? You're exactly where you need to be in your life, even though you personally don't think you are, okay? So I like that saying, which is in, I think it's in my description, like tarot is, what was it? Because I'm gonna read it to you guys because it's significant here. Look at the live. Wait a second, please. I think I've put it in the description, but I can't remember. I don't think I did today. It's in the description, but it's not in today's description. Which doesn't make sense. It'll be in tomorrow's description. The task of tarot is not to predict the future, but to be present enough to meet it. So it's okay for Spirit to give us messages and advice and focus, but it's whether we are present enough to say, this is what I'm going to do. Because when things obviously don't happen, or like it could be years, let's say that never happened, it's because you weren't present enough to like face it or to work on it, to observe it and to do the work on it, okay? And that's not for just you alone, that's for everybody. So there's something here about impatience. What's your second question? Okay, I think this is separate, or it's separate, but it's in the reading, if that makes sense. It still relates to it. If you're having a breakdown in communication with somebody, things will change in that regard, okay? Things will not be the same as they used to, but that's up to you or them or both of you to lay some ground rules, set some boundaries. So there's definitely something here in regards to a person. You could also be observing something from an outside perspective at what's going on between two other people, okay? And the frustration is with ourselves, Elaine, like more than anything else, the frustration is with ourselves. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite deck for your second question. So please post that. And we're going to then go to Jasmina. Okay, I see your second question. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this is bothering you. This is bothering you. You feel, wow. Okay. So you feel like she's not telling you everything, or she's not opening up with communication. You're waiting. There is like that feeling of, I don't know, the unknown. You could be dreaming a lot about her. There's fear attached to this. She feels this possibly as well. She feels like she'll never really know either what happened between you guys. She's thinking a lot about it. She's thinking a lot about it. It is bothering her, okay, whatever you emailed. There's like she's been waiting possibly for you, or she possibly wants to get back with you. This is just a scenario, okay, if you know that, especially if you know that's the case. And it's really hard for her because there's a heartbreak here, okay? There's a heartbreak here. Hi, Joy T. Okay. There's a heartbreak for you, possibly a heartbreak for her. See what she's feeling. Yeah, she feels possibly alone, or like no one understands her. I told you the Tower is going to come out. This is like the third or fourth time it's come out today. There may be a lot of things changing in her life, and she feels like she can't reach out. She feels alone. She feels that she can't talk to you possibly about these big changes. You may actually have communication or go towards her again after Mercury goes direct from the 23rd of July. There's a lot of mental anguish with her. I think a lot of what's going on astrologically though, and I don't want to blame it on the astrological trends, but it is very significant where we're using our mind way too much and overthinking things possibly in a situation. So this is what's going on with her. I feel that she's tried to disconnect from you, and it's very, very hard. Yeah, it's very hard for her to move on. She can't move on, but this could be something else, yeah, because of the disconnect. So because of the disassociation, I mean, I've got this feeling that you left the door open just a touch, okay? I don't know if that's true, but, and I know, like, I don't have to tell you not to play games with her, Elaine, but, like, I feel that she feels there's a possible chance. There's a lot of emotional imbalance with both of you, I do feel right now. There's a lot of frustration. The healing hasn't completely happened. I think that there will be like healing for both of you. Either, you know, getting together and discussing something, discussing your next move forward in your friendship, or, you know, if it's such an important tie, which I'm pretty sure we've established over the last years that it is. How you can move forward, in what context of the friendship, and put the like emotions behind you and her, because I feel that like she wants to reach out or doesn't feel that she would be welcomed on an emotional level with you, or you want to reach out but you don't think she'd welcome you in. Okay, I hope this is making sense. So I think, like, if you don't want to leave the door open, if you don't want to, like, don't play games, and if you've made it, yeah, detach, then you need to detach, all right? I'm not saying this is a toxic relationship at all. I think there's new love coming in for you, but if you've left the door open and you know you'll never go back, it's not fair on her. So energetically, it's not fair. So it would possibly be good for her to cord cut from you, but she probably wouldn't do that because she'd want you still to be part of her life. So, you know, this is about asking yourself the capacity, you know, having the capacity to ask yourself, what is it that you want from her? Or this is going to be a never-ending story and possibly unfair to her or to yourself, or both of you. All right. Jasmina, post your question, please. There is a lot of people on the list. I'll do my best, right? I don't know how long I'll be on because I'm able to be on. Okay. Elaine, can you just please watch the feed? Because if there's any spammers on or people that are disrespectful, you can delete them. General regarding my new job. Okay, let's have a look. Thank you. All right, so I don't know whether you've got a new job or did you get a new job? So congratulations if you got a new job. You'll definitely be learning something new. If you haven't quite got your job yet, and you're still waiting for an answer, you're going to, I do feel it's definitely coming in, possibly after the 23rd of July, okay, when Mercury goes direct. And then you've got learning something new. So you're definitely learning something new. This could have something to do with finance or sales. I do feel it's a huge, beautiful step in the right direction for you. All right. You may be worried about your social actions or interactions with other people. You know, when we start like a new job and we'll walk in and it's your first day and you're nervous, and like, how are your relationships doing with the people that you work with? Because I feel that there's some tension there, either on your part, their part, or you just pick up a vibe. Okay. I think you're looking, or Spirit wants you to look more so like learn what you need to right now, but then like there'll be a point where you're looking at what's next. So it might be in the same company, or you may be looking at like a supervisor role. But I think Spirit wants to sort of bring forward what your focus should be, because I think it's got a lot to do with your relationships with other people. So we'll see. So I'm seeing like 5 of Wands. So you've got the Page of Wands. So you could be the youngest there, or there could be other people around you that are immature, that are very flippant with things that they say or things that they do. Spirit's asking you to be very mature here, like to be the leader. People may start coming to you for advice. You could even, most definitely, in the next few months, most definitely, in the next few months, or even the start of 2027, be training someone. Okay. Hi, Joe. Yeah, so you could be in training or training someone, but more so you're the trainer, okay? And you'll be a very good trainer. I think that you are, Spirit saying, in line next for like supporting in the environment you work in to support other people. So you're going to get to a point, even though you're still in training possibly yourself, or still currently learning things, you're going to get to a point where your boss, your superiors, whatever you want to call it, are going to see a potential in your caring nature and put you under, put someone under your wing when they start work. So I do feel that there's something coming up to do with that, okay? What else do we have? There's definitely new doorways opening up. There's more like, I wouldn't say more money than you're getting now coming in. I don't see that, but I do see like much more of settling down with your finances. So, before you have a job, perhaps you got yourself into a little bit of debt with credit cards or something like that because you were using borrowed money. I mean, that might not be your story, but it's an example. I feel that by I'm going to say at least September, October, you've got some sort of budget or plan going forward. You're also looking, or your relationship with money is changing because of your job. Perhaps previously you spent money where you shouldn't, or you spent it on things you shouldn't, or you were lavish with money possibly, or didn't have a budget, and that's changing. I don't know if you're single or not, but there could be love coming in. I'm actually seeing that. Okay, Elaine. All right. Yeah. Why is the Fool here? Yeah, I mean, you're elevating. I feel that in the future, I'm not saying right now, I think your bosses, like I said, your superiors are going to see some sort of potential in you to support others' growth, which may put you into some higher position in the future. Okay, that would probably be more likely in 2027. And you're definitely at the right place. So just know that you're at the right place. But to be the mentor, to be the more mature one, if you're surrounded by immature people, okay? Use your intuition when you see those red flags with others, and just keep like pushing forward, like spirit has your back here for sure. You're elevating here in what you're doing. I don't see you like looking for another job. I think there's a lot of opportunity there. And possible opportunity for love. I felt the vibe of that, but it didn't come out in your literal reading, okay? Thea, if you're there, post a question. If anyone would like to donate, I'd be very happy that you did, okay? It would push you further in the, you know, forward. I'm going to say the list, so please, ears open, everyone, okay? We've got Thea, who is next, if they're there, but I don't know if they are. So Thea, Postel, Sweetface, Linda, Jennifer, Ani Photo, Stella's had her reading, Dasha, Diamond Girl, Twin Soul, Elaine has had her reading, Kaja, Star Angel, Spiritually Inclined, and that's it at the moment. I'm not adding anyone else, okay? All right, let's get rid of this Ethan person. All right, I don't mean to be like that, but it's just like, I don't understand. Like, who in their right mind will go, I'm going to go on some lives today and piss people off, all these trolls. But anyway, I just don't get it. But that's, you know, that's me. All right. Fossil, post your question. General. Pradeep, please do not continue to spam in the feed. Don't spam in the feed. If you do it one more time, I will delete you, okay? All right. All right. All right, let's block this person. I don't want to, but all right, Postel, apologies. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so you do have the Six of, I actually feel really good energy around you. There's a lot of strength in numbers. I feel like good family vibes or friendship vibes, possibly in your environment of work, possibly in a relationship as well. And I feel that like you're probably doing better than most people with this transit that's happening. You're feeling calm of mind. You're feeling like you're able to make decisions. And I think there's a lot of support around you. I really do. So let's have a look. Let's see if the community card comes out. I'm seeing it from this deck, so we'll see what comes out. What does Postel need to know, Spirit? Right now, what does Postel need to know? We've got the hope. I think a lot of people are like supporting your dreams, even though they may think, without saying it, possibly that they're a little wild and out there. You may have some just really good ideas lately as well. People are supporting those ideas. I think you have with this hope energy, the changes coming about. You have a lot of hope for the future and those around you. There's a lot of color in your life. I'm seeing a lot of color, like rainbows or lots of different colors. This could relate to the chakra system where you are quite aligned at the moment. The energy is like a huge wave up and down at the moment as well. So like just be aware of that. I think that you're handling it very well though, okay? I love these new cards. I've got some other new cards coming down at Joe's house, so I'm so excited to get those. Like, woo, so excited. So excited. They're a tarot deck, so I'll be using them a lot. Perhaps there's a point, I think this is more like in the past, more so like a childhood energy here, where you went through a lot of emotional stuff, Parcel, and you weren't accepted. Possibly you're bullied in school, or, you know, your parents didn't understand you, or your family didn't, or people around you didn't. And I think that you're just, there's a lot of gratitude here for the people that you have around you now. It's like you didn't always have these people, right? You didn't always have these people. These people in the past really like had a lot of shadow energy and work to do. There's an energy here of childhood trauma, so you don't have to talk about that online. It's nothing to do with anyone. But there's something also here about birth chart, astrology, your rising sign, and check that. Perhaps you've done a lot of work in regards to like understanding yourself more through your birth chart and accepting yourself more. And with the acceptance of yourself, being able to navigate life and the social friendships that you've had, because there's a lot of childhood trauma here where people have really had a very dark shadow self. That's another reading in itself, because I feel that a lot could be, wow, Spirit's giving me a lot here. So there's like a lot could be gained to having a private reading on that. I don't normally say that, you know me, I never like promote my private readings at all, but there's like, I feel that you've already dealt with this, but I feel that there's like a need for you to accept possible parents, siblings, or something from your past here that possibly hasn't been healed. But the way, like, when these people, whoever they are, who you know they are, don't know who they are, I don't know, but I'm getting so much information here with these two energies, so much, but I can't like do it all on today's live. So this would need to be chipped away at, definitely. But they were born in the particular time, and the planets were aligned for you to come into. So it's probably a parent here, because spirit. Yeah, because there's like a male face and there's a female face. So this is like parental. And they're a very emotional disconnect, a huge emotional disconnect, even neglect in some sort of way from these people. So I'm sorry you had to go through that, okay? And I think we're all neglected at some level as children, okay? All right. All right. So if you want a private reading on this energy, which I feel you still probably need healing from, just email me and we can look at, you know, how we're going to do that. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of grief that you still carry. There's grief that you still carry, and you may, and sometimes there's a great sadness for your inner child. Okay, for your inner child. And there's something that you're not either seeing or want to see, or you're still grieving something here. All right, so that's like a big message for you. I think that's like the main message today in your reading, that you still have to go through, okay? Because there's times that you just feel that you don't belong, even though right now you have a great many people around you that support you, okay? Definitely friendships. You've got a massive mother wound here, right? And a lot of the time you don't feel you belong. There's a lot of grief and sadness here, okay? I can help you with this if you want it, okay? So let's see what else we have. And we have to go through it to be able to help another. And I've gone through this, okay? So I'm still like working through things, but do know how to help other people heal through it, all right? Yeah, right. So there's like, sometimes you feel that there's like your mind is a fog, or you can't quite entangle something from your life or disengage from it, and it's time to connect with your shadow. Hi, Julie. It's time to connect with your shadow. And you can do this, okay? So that's like the main message. But otherwise, I mean, I feel otherwise, because that was a big message and there was a lot more to it. I could have gone on and on and on about that. That you have like a really good support system right now. Okay. Okay. Sweet face. Hi. Post your question. Post your question, sweet face. After sweet face, I'll do a quick break. Very quick as I can. Been on for an hour. We might do a longer live today, guys. I know it's Saturday. What day is it? Yeah, it's Saturday night. I hope you're all relaxing. And I've been going through like huge mood shifts of feeling super relaxed and comfortable and completely happy to anxiety and fear. And it's been a roller coaster like the last few days. It's been insane. So let me know if you guys have been going through that. Okay, let's have a look at what you need to work on at this time. And that's why I wasn't on live like the past few days. I really just needed to regroup and wallow and be anxious and do my breathing and whatever. Okay, hopefully I'm out the other side a little bit of it. Okay, I think I am, else I wouldn't be on today. What are you wishing for, sweet face? Is something you are wishing for or have been wishing for? Know that you can have whatever you attract, and just be careful with that, okay? Julie, I feel like that too. Does anyone else feel like that energy? There's only 3 people on here. And I'm finding like a lot of people like are super impatient. Like people have been emailing me like, where are you? Why are you not on live? Like the whole world revolves around. What are you doing? Why are you not on live? Where's my reading? Oh God, like literally it's been a lot. And some people I like responded and some people I didn't, because I was just like, no, you can wait. Or, you know, it's just when you're going through your stuff, you know, your own stuff as well. Sweet face. You've also got the card of acceptance. Now, I said this last week when I did a couple of lives last week, about water energy. Water therapy would be very, very good. There's quite a lot of good astrology and advice and focus for all signs. I'm getting ringing in my right ear. These readings are really deep today, sweet face. I feel that I could literally dash your anxiety. I could literally sit on this one card for a long time. Again, we've got the stars in this card. We've got the energy of astrology and the moon and the sun and etc. Like seeing the bigger picture, this card's coming out for you. Like the bigger picture of it all, something that you're worried about right now may be significant or feel enormous right now, but it's so minuscule in the vastness of the actual experience of your life, okay, in general, overall. And it's a theme of your life that whatever you're worried about or observing from an emotional point of view, it's a big theme in your life right now. So not downplaying it, but in the bigger scheme of things, it's a big reason why you also came here. So, wow, there's a lot going on here. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We've also got Wheel of Fortune energy and the number 10, so completions, beginnings. We are in the year of 10. This may be an emotional time for you. You may feel quite alone. A lot of people are feeling very, very alone, okay? The Queen of Wands. So to really like jump into your spirituality right now. again, is coming out about dreams and spiritual gifts. I may have said this to you before, sweet face. All right. I'm a Scorpio moon. I'm laughing because it's not the easiest, right? Scorpio moon. It's bad enough that Scorpio has the astrological transit, whatever, not transit, like the energy of like keeping feelings inside. I've got to have it in my moon as well, but you've got it in rising. So that may be a big theme of your life, feeling that you keep your emotions inside. You'd think that water signs would be very open, but they're not. They're actually the opposite. Okay. The Empress. So whether you're male or female, sweet face, this is putting the energy. Maybe you haven't wanted to focus on yourself, and as you've been in hermit mode, you've sort of like let things go a little bit. Like, you know, it's really important to wash your hair, especially with you being a Scorpio rising, or any sign really. Like to make sure that you're cleansing your crown chakra. And even if you are just wetting the top of your head, that's really important too. Okay, so I just had to mention that for whatever reason. Right, the Justice is the first time your Justice card has come out, Libra energy, October, end of September to the end of October energy. This is a definite energy reading. Like a lot of the time I'll get like significant events or names or places or what's going on in your life. And this is very much like you're looking right now at who's been fair to you, what situations that you've been in, what's been fair, what's not been fair. Looking at like the mysteries of the universe, very Uranian energy, which is exactly what's going on astrologically, where things have broken down, right? Where you've had to move on, where you've possibly had to move on from a person, especially a King of Pentacles from the past, possibly like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Perhaps you're really heartbroken by someone and you're looking like at that past relationship right now. There could be more than one masculine that you've had to walk away from. And if they could be coming back in, or someone could be trying to connect with you. So I don't know if that makes any sense. So let me know if that's made sense. You may be thinking a lot about a past relationship that broke down in the past, recent past. Okay. So it's really important that you work on your mental right now. And I think this is like true for all of us, that we get clear. And there's an energy of needing to entangle yourself, possibly cord cut from a person, to get clear mentally as well, okay? And to view the experiences of unfairness from the past. Is this making sense to you, sweet face? Because I'm just bringing the messages forward. Something about accepting the journey, having to be patient possibly, and wait for Spirit to come in and offer you something here that you're going to be able to say, this is new, this is exciting, this is magical, and possibly something to do with spiritual gifts as well. All right, let's have a look. What's this entanglement? Because I feel this is like, yeah. So it's time to face something mentally, to get yourself clear about something. So if you can be on your own, especially for the next 5 days, or even one day out of the next 5 days to work on, yeah, look about King of Pentacles in the reverse. From the past, someone that put you into a really negative mindset and possibly made you unwell. People can make you physically unwell, especially if they've got entity attachments. Now, if this person is not in your life and you don't want them in your life, and you know they're no good for you, or they're trying to come back in, or looking at you, what you're doing on social media or whatever, and this relates to you, if this makes sense, then I would cord cut from this person. So you can like move into some sort of magical point in your journey where your spiritual gifts are being opened up here. Your spiritual gifts are being opened. And like limitlessness. feeling that you can do anything, because there is a relationship either you're in right now or coming in. King of Cups to the Two of Cups, that is loving and caring and kind, and you had to go through this situation with this, whoever this person was, whether they're an earth sign or not, to like be able to appreciate what true love really is. And it's not coming in just yet, but it is coming, okay? So it could come, I would say, I don't like to put time frames because it depends where you both are on your journey and whether you like choose to meet, you know, do the work to meet the future sort of thing. But I would say more so 2028. I don't know how old you are. I don't expect, it doesn't really matter. My mother used to get into relationships with people when she was like 83. She was still having relationships with people. I was like, okay, Ma. All right. I'm going to have a quick break. I won't be too long. I will mute the video. Elaine, you will be next. I hope you're enjoying today's live. I'm taking my time. I'm taking it slowly. I'm not like rushing the videos or rushing through the questions because it's just the energy is really slowed down right now, and I just feel it's much better. Elaine, if I do that, Elaine is for 2 next, and then we'll go back to the live, like the free list. Okay, so I won't be too long. Okay, with answer to anyone's question, I'll try my best to get through as many people today. If you want a private reading though, I am available, so you can email me. Let's have a look at Elaine's question. I think you posted it. You have a parent. What does that mean? Sorry, my what's the word? Naivety, maybe. Okay. So what was your question? Did you have a question? So I don't know if you're saying this is cultural or it's more so that you have a parent to care for or whatever. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle your cards. I'll wait for your, I need a direct question from you, Elaine, please. How is, both. How is Yaz doing recently? I think she's wanting to emotionally tell you how she feels. I think she's been wanting to message you and possibly either hasn't been able to or just knows the situation. She's putting one step in front of the other. She's possibly being a mentor for someone. This could be to do in her career or career path or whatever she's doing. She's definitely being supported by spirit. So don't think that she's alone, although she may feel alone a lot. She has ancestors and guides supporting her. She's possibly overthinking things, you know, right now with Mercury retrograde. Actually, I always said I loved Mercury retrograde, and I do, but it's hard work because things do come in from the past. So this could be happening for her. But she does have peace in her life, with all that being said. So let's have a look and see what's here. Yeah. So it does bother her a lot, like now and again. I wouldn't say all the time. I think this year has been difficult for her in regards to your relationship with you, how she feels about you, you know, what she wants. She feels cheated, not necessarily by you, but by the universe possibly. But she feels like she can't get you out of her head, and that the relationship is not. Breathing exercises would be very good for her, and she might be doing those. She feels that it's unfinished. She's still healing from you guys not being able to be together, or the situation being as it is, right? She's finding it very hard. She's asking a lot of questions like, why? Why did the universe send me? I feel that she still has a lot of hope. I think she still feels that like it will come back in your relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic in the future. She doesn't almost want. I'm getting that saying like pain is pleasure, like she does relish in the pain of not being with you in some sort of way here. Okay. And then some days she's okay, where she's sort of looking to the future. She is looking at the future, like considering whether you'll be in it or not, for sure. And she's asking a lot of questions to the universe. I think she feels slighted by the universe that, you know, there's so much up in the air still with you guys. And it is, I'm seeing the Four of Wands, so let's see what comes out. She really does want to come in towards you, but she won't. She's trying to focus her direction on other things. That's building blocks energy, but there's just so much that she feels has not been said, has not been mended. She feels like like definitely non-committal from you. Taurus energy. And she feels like she can't, she has a male friend. I feel that she really talks to on an emotional level about your relationship. I do feel that she has at least one person that she does discuss how she feels. Like if it's not to you, it's to like someone she's close to. Okay, but there's a lot of mental conflict here. She doesn't know if it's ever going to change. If it is, if it's not, she wants to reach out, but she won't. And this is why she won't, because she just feels it's like a round and round energy. It's like you never actually get a result. It's always going to be the same. I can't because of this, this and this. Yeah. There is a feeling of being cheated by the universe. And she's possibly called out the spirit and said, you know, show me what I need to do, show me something new, show me my direction. And she's not getting the answers right now, okay? But she will. We got the Star card, all right? So I feel that, right, like it's been hard for her, especially this year for some reason. Perhaps she's had a creative block. I do feel she's younger than you, so let me know if that's true, because that's coming through quite strongly. But there's still emotional imbalance, like that came out in your first question. Like things aren't, and there's a frustration. It's like she knows that she wants to be with you, but it's not the light. It's part of your twin flame story. It's part of your twin flame story that you can't be together in this lifetime or something like that, okay? And she's not going to, like she feels she's not going to get her wish fulfilled, but we do have the wish fulfillment in the upright, which tells me there's other things coming in towards her that will make her emotionally satisfied, and there will be fairness and people in her life that she can rely upon, and she will be independent and free and possibly single for a while. But she's sort of like resigned to the fact that it's never going to work, like with you and her. Yeah, and she doesn't want to, she tries to resist that. Sometimes she doesn't have the emotional strength or the strength to be completely happy, because she intuitively knows that like her focus is you, like you're the one that lights that fire within her, right? Ace of Wands. All right. I'm not sure about the Chinese or the is it Chinese astrology? I'm not sure about that. I've never really looked into it too much. Okay. What's your second question? And then we'll go back to the list. Linda or Jennifer, if you're there, let me know. Let's use a different deck. We haven't touched on this deck today so much, so I don't think I have at all. No, I haven't. So we'll shuffle this. Okay. Straight away we got one card. There's so much anxiety. I'm feeling that you're feeling it. Like, I'm just going to put this pen over that. I just don't want you two to have any reason to take the video down. All right. This anxiety, Elaine, that you're feeling, this trepidation, this fear of the future, I think it's happening to a lot of people. Okay, so if it's happening to you, let me know, but I do see it. But I also see that it's needed, it's necessary. It's like the birthing process, so it has to be pain to be the reward. We have to go through our healing or our dark night of the soul or our anxious or fearful anxiety moments to be able to emerge out of it. It's that upgrade, it's that integration, okay? It's through meditation, it's through breathing exercise, it's through trying to clear our mind or keep our mind clear. All right, so let me know if that's resonating. But it's, you know, it's a necessity to become more self-empowered. Okay, so you're really, or spirit's asking you to really rely upon divine guidance, especially when it comes to information you receive right now. Or what was your second question? Hi Debbie. What was your second question? Do you see us being together in the future after you take care of your mum? Okay. So there's some sort of like, you are being divinely guided, or you will be, if you really fall into spiritual practice, and you'll be able to see all sides too, and compare all different viewpoints and opinions in situations right now. And in regards to her, the liberation and change of the way you talk to each other, or the way you communicate with Yaz, is not going to change quickly or in the near future. All right. So let's have a look at your question, because I just like gabbled on, whatever the word is. Will there be a possibility, depending upon the choices Elaine makes now and the choices Yaz makes now, to be together in the future? Because one decision, say, let me just explain that. This is why I don't like to give timelines, because we all have free will. And the future can be also the next lifetime as well, right? But if you're meant to be together, that saying goes, what's meant for you will never pass you by. But we have choices too, and we have free will, right? Which is a paradox, right? If what's meant for you will never pass you by, but you choose to take a different path, then that was the path that shouldn't have passed you by. It's a real paradox, and it needs a big meditation and thinking on. Just think on that though, okay? Because we can make a decision. Thank you for timing out. I mean, if they say anything disrespectful, you can delete them completely, but all right. If people are coming in, I do love new people being on, and I crave new people joining the channel and being on the lives, but you know, yeah. Anyway, Two of Cups in the reverse, and the twos are all about choices. The Two of Cups is about choices in love. So it depends. It depends upon what choice you make now or in the next few years. And the choices she makes. She may meet somebody else. You may meet somebody else, okay? So really it is about that. Ten of Pentacles, nice. The Strength card, Leo. The Empress, the Nine of Pentacles. So Spirit's sort of saying here, if you have the strength to, and if she has the strength to go into your Empress mode, build yourself up to where you want to be in your life, the friendship circles, the career path, your spirituality, and get to a point where you're very comfortable with being alone, or, you know, not being with anyone in particular, then you can like slip into more of a playful energy if you are to come back around together, and not be so serious about it as you mature and get older as well. Older in years, older in wisdom, but anything is possible with the Nine of Cups, okay? That was your reading. That was all we needed to say. So the road ahead can be clear. There may be things from as far as like you can do what you want and make your emotional decisions, and so can she. But if there is something that's unhealed from the past, maybe you will release it, or maybe you will come back together and heal it. It is up to you. You do have the strength energy, and I feel that that's also her energy. But if she feels that, you know, there needs to be something that's still not healed, and you feel it too in the future, it's possible, but not yet. Not yet. Okay. Okay, Linda, Jennifer, who's here? Please let me know who's online. I have 9 people here right now. Thank you, Elaine. Sorry if the camera wiggles. Can't wait to get my studio. That'll be in the future though. I keep saying that, but it's still a while away. Hi, Julie. Ani Photo. Hi, Dasha. Hi. Jennifer posted a question. Linda has left, obviously. So Jennifer, you're next. And then Ani Photo. Ani Photo, tell me your first name if you can. Well, that may be your first name. I don't know. All right. There's something about hydration. So maybe you need to hydrate more. There's something that could be draining your energy. Because the first thing I got is water. And I have to get a new bottle of water in a second. I drink like copious amounts of water, like liters a day. I need to, my body requires it for whatever reason. TC's intentions towards me, she's acting a little weird today. So is this a friend or a lover or an ex or a crush? Let me know. And how long have you known this person for? Are they a family member? Let's see what's here. Sorry if the table's like, every time I do that it wiggles. I know that, but I do have to shuffle the cards, and the camera's not on the floor. I suppose I could try it on the floor tomorrow if the tripod is tall enough, so we'll give that a go tomorrow. Actually, I'll give that a go. Okay, not right now though. Is this sibling? Is there something going on with her? What's happening with TC? Is it towards you? Like she may be acting out towards you, Jennifer, but it may be something that's going on in her life. So we got the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. So what's going on in her financial situation? Does she feel like she's got herself in too deep in a financial situation, or she took a loan she can't pay back, or she doesn't have any money at the moment, or there's something about a lack of funds? So I don't know if that makes sense. She's got money problems in her mind. I don't think it's legal problems, but it could be something to do with like very minor. If it is legal, it could be like she's got a speeding fine, she can't pay for it. Something like that, okay? So let me know if this could make sense to you, or if you just don't know about it. She's worried about her job. She's worried about her job. She could be involved with a Sagittarius. That's also coming through as well. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Why is the 10 of Cups in reverse here? Not being happy, not being completely fulfilled. I don't know if you guys, like, you said you live together. I'm not sure if you live with your family as well, like your parents and other siblings. She may want to leave and go out on her own and get a place, but not have the funds to do so. Let me know if this is making sense. There's something here about her feeling she doesn't have enough money or make enough money. She possibly wants to travel. She could be worried that if she leaves and travels, how it's going to affect you or the family, or how she's going to be viewed in some sort of way. We've got the Tower in the reverse. Okay, why is the Tower here? Let me know if this is making sense, Jennifer. There's something that's breaking down here that's making her feel emotionally. There's a lot of changes going on. Now, I don't know if she's like, I don't know, she got a partner or she with someone. Is she feeling, there's a feeling of emotional like discontentment. and a lack of drive, or feeling some boredom, or not knowing what to do next, or getting conflicting opinions either with her own mind or from others about her wanting to move forward here in some she really wants to move. She wants to, I feel she wants to move from either a family home or where she lives or where she works, but more so a family home or environment. And other people may be opposing this, or she may not, just not have the money. Okay. I don't think it's anything to do with you specifically. Okay. Could have to do with the masculine. She just feels like she hasn't got a lot of success or in her life right now. Money is definitely an issue here. Some capacity. That's your reading. Only photo, post your question. If anyone wants a private reading, you can email me. I'm available for private reads, okay? So I will be very happy to do your reading for you. I'm sorry I haven't been on live for the past few days. It's just I have not been in the right space to do it, so I'm not just going to go on live and not be able to or ready to. Oni photo, hi Eunice, how are you? Canoe, I will put you on the list. I don't know if I'll get to you though. I've got a lot of people on my list today. Okay. Would I get a job soon, and what would the environment be like? Okay, let's have a look. I picked up these cards. These are more of an energetic deck. So we'll just pull a couple. This is coming out a lot, okay? I would say that there's definitely something coming up on your journey. Okay, so we'll clarify this shortly. That's going to put you in alignment with, I'm hearing like the right place or the right people, or both, the right environment. I think that you've either been made to feel small or feel very like anxious right now, or don't have much confidence in your own abilities to get the job you want, or yeah, there's a lot of fear. A lot of fear here, Eunice. So don't be afraid, okay? Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. And even if it's a pause, it's to bring you towards where you're supposed to be, right? So you're still always where you need to be, right? Spirit has been teaching you something about boundaries. Boundaries, something that you didn't see, needing to balance your masculine and feminine, which is like, basically, to put it in a very short sentence, balancing your masculine and feminine is having the ability to intuitively know when to act and when not to, and balancing that out and not like acting out of quickness or because you want a result fast. So you're learning a lot about boundaries. I don't think this has got anything to do with your career question, but there's something about you're in the place in your journey right now because you've had to learn some sort of boundary and like standing up for yourself. This could be in past career things as well, okay? We'll pull some tarot in a second. You are heavily protected, and I feel that you're going through a lot of anxiety and a lot of fears right now, and possibly crying, and you don't have to say whether you have or not, that matters, because you know it's good to be vulnerable, but you are really protected and you are loved. There's a lot of choices. You're very confused. So there's something about confusion in regards to your work. It could be to do with like I don't know, if I had to look for another job now and know all this IT stuff, like I don't know whether I could do it, to be honest. It's hard enough running a YouTube channel And I know I've got to do a lot of work on that. Let's get back to your reading. Everything I say applies though, even if it is talking about, you know, random shit that I just said then. All right, so you are heavily protected. Right, so you are feeling very alone. You are feeling like you've got a lot of wisdom, though. You have a lot of knowledge. You have some sort of gift. You have a talent. You have an ability that you can use. And it's not like time yet for this to come in. Spirit wants you to do a lot of reflection upon what that is and building your confidence up, which is, I find, really difficult personally to do, when you have to build confidence, but you feel so low at the same time. So that's really, really hard, Eunice. But Spirit's saying, like, they're trying to put you on the right track. Is there someone that you need to distance yourself from in your life? Because I'm picking that up. It's like you have to put boundaries up. We do have the boundary card with either a parent, a sibling, a friend, telling you what they think you should be doing. Instead of like going out on your own and doing something you've always wanted to do. So if you want to go back to college and learn something, and everyone's saying you need to get a job, you need to get a full-time job, you can't go to college, you need to get to work. You know, it's that type of energy, right? And you may have already like removed these toxic people from your life. You're not bringing some people with you. I think that they have reached out and you're just saying no. You're setting a massive boundary. I don't know why this has got to do with your career. I just think it's more so to like where you are energetically. We'll look at career. Show me an ace, please, Spirit, if there's a new opportunity coming up. Wow, so we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. So there is something balancing out here for you. And you have an ace. So when I ask Spirit, like especially like you are worried, I'm not like downplaying your fear or anxiety at all. I know how hard it is to get out of anxiety and fear. I've been in it for the past few weeks actually. And that's why I haven't been on live a lot. I've only been on live when I felt energetically okay to do so, because like then that wouldn't be fair to other people, that, you know, because I could bring my energy into the reading. But when I ask like for a particular card, like I was saying, and it comes out, you will get a job, all right? You will get a job. Because you've got the ace, all right? So there is something new. I wouldn't say it's right away. I think you need to really look at your financial situation, set some boundaries with people, but there is a turn of events coming in, okay? There is something coming in for you. And a lot of the lessons you've learned, you've learned them, right? They're not coming back around again. That's what I feel there. If anyone would like, we can do some healing if you want to look at that as well. Okay, the next person is Dasha. Hi, Princess Leah. I will put you there. I'm not sure if I'll get to you though, because I've got a lot of people on my list still. So we've got Dasha next. There's people who have missed their turn because they weren't here when I called their name. Dasha and then Diamond Girl and Twin Soul. They're the next three people. Okay. Hi, Eve. My supervisor wants to talk with me on Monday. What does she want to talk to me about? Okay. Maybe you'll have to wait till Monday, like literally. All right. Let's see. We're just going to do a simple tarot spread. What does Dasha's boss want to discuss? I think you're worried it's about money. I think you're worried like she's going to cut your hours, or say you're not where you need to be at the moment. So this is playing on your mind. This is like literally playing on your mind. I hate it when people say that and then you can't talk to them for 2-3 days. Actually, I think that's bullying in some sort of way. Okay. And you may, Eve, my PayPal's below. Like, I would never say, I need to talk to you, I need to see you in my office on Monday, like if it was like a Friday. Like, that would stress someone out so much. I've had that done to me many times, especially like in relationships. Like when, like in the past, boyfriends or whatever, past, people have said, we need to talk, like, we need to talk tomorrow. I said, no, don't say that, we talk now. Okay. I hate that. Okay. Right, let's have a look. So this is really played on your mind. Your sleep could have been affected. So I'm really sorry if that's what's happened here. Okay. I'm seeing a bathtub, so I don't know if water therapy, even if you don't have a bathtub at home, like getting in the shower, going to like a recreation centre, having like a swim, or there's something here about water will calm your nervous system. So I think whatever she's going to discuss with you is going to be fair, right? There's fairness. This came up in the upright, which I like. It's definitely something that you're going to like think about. I don't see it being anything major because we've only got one major card here. I think she's going to give you the opportunity to possibly do a collaboration with someone, or I don't know what you do for work, or work in a new team or on a new project. I think you're fearful that it's like you're going to get like told, you know, whatever. I don't know how many days a week you work. Maybe you work 5 and she wants you to work 3, but don't stress about that. Or maybe she wants you to work more. Maybe she wants you to work 6 and not 4. But there's something here like, I think that you'll think about it. I don't think that you'll be super happy about what's being said. So don't fear this. Like, I'm not here to bring fear. That rhymes. At all, okay? You're exactly where you need to be, and you will be exactly where you need to be in the future too. Because if we stayed in one place, and I'm not saying you're going to get terminated, I'm not saying that, that's not what I'm saying, but it may leave you feeling, oh, that's not really what I wanted, like there's no growth for me here, should I start looking elsewhere? And maybe you will, right? That's your choice, okay? Because there may be another offer that's going to be better for you in the future, but I don't think it's anything like termination, because I'm not getting like death card energy or anything like a 10 either, which is like the ending. So why is the 8 of Cups here? The Empress. So this may be a female. There could be a female that is leaving. I don't know where you work or what you do or how many people are at your job. There might be 1, there might be 2 in the office or something. I don't know. But there could be someone who's pregnant and leaving, or a woman that's leaving and she's offering you a new contract or to learn their job. All right, that's possible. What is it that you've manifested about your job? You are keeping your job. This has come up in the upright. Taurus could be very significant, and a female could be really significant here. Obviously, you said she, so it is a female. I think she's fair. I think she's very fair. I don't think she's bringing anything that you're going to be super surprised about, but possibly like, yeah, you're getting just information. And if there's like only a very small group of people, say up to 6 people working where you work, you may actually all be sitting down together discussing this and not on your own. It may not be just directed at you. It may be directed to the whole team, okay? But you'll find out on Monday, all right? So don't worry. All those cards were good, all right? I don't see like you being laid off or anything like that. So don't worry. All right, Dasha. Diamond Girl, you are next, and Twin Soul. My arm's playing up, but I'm going to continue because I've got to use it. Like even when I shuffle the cards, it's still sore, but I've got to use it because if I don't use it, it'll just seize up and it's never going to get any better. And it's just taking fucking forever. It's driving me a bit nuts, actually. It's like everything I do, there's pain. And it's not pain that you can like, massage can sort of help, right? I've got to massage my own arm though, because it's just massage is so expensive, right? Well, they are in Australia. They're not so bad in Bali. Okay, Eve posed a question, thank you. Canoe, you can wait please, unless you donated. Okay, Eve. Eve, I'll just remind you guys, if you do donate, it's US dollars. You need to change the currency to US dollars, okay? All right. All right, let's have a look. Hold on a second. All right, first of all, like Spirit showed me a scenario and shows it to me very, very quickly that someone wants an answer from you, and you're going to have to say, let me think about that, all right? So it's really important that if someone's trying to push you for an answer that you, or to talk to them, that like you wait or you find out more information before you give them an answer. All right, so I don't know if this has already happened or is happening right now. There's some changes going on. I feel possibly like where you work, where you live, you're moving. There could be travel. It could be numerous different things or just one thing. It's okay, Eve. Don't worry about it this time. Just in the future. All right. Could be some travel. I'm just going to get 3 cards to start with. I feel that this is a person. I feel that you don't want to continue a relationship with someone because you want peace in your life, right? So this came out in the reverse and it's going to make you happy. Like not having this person around, you're going to see a huge change in your energy. You're going to feel happier. You're going to be able to sleep more. Possibly this person has a lot of shit that they need to deal with that's not your emotional baggage, okay? And you don't need to go the distance here. It could be a sibling. It could be very much so a family member. Now, I'm not saying you're never going to talk to them again, but right now you don't need a particular family member in your life. So let me know if this makes sense, okay? Or a situation or a job or a person at your job may leave, or someone may contact you and like, hey, you know, I haven't seen you for ages, let's catch up. And you're like an ex, a friend, you're not interested, okay? But whatever you say no to or set a boundary with, you just know that it's going to make you really happy. There's peace coming in. I like this. I like this. Why is the go the distance in the reverse? I don't think you want to carry on something. It could be a job. Maybe you're looking elsewhere for work. If you are looking elsewhere for work, I feel an ace coming up. I feel that you're going to get like that. If you're not happy, yeah, there's the Ace of Cups. I just felt the ace coming out. Took a little while, but it came out. If you're feeling discontent with a person or in a situation, I think you're leaving that person or situation and you're moving to a much more stable, grounded, happier environment. All right. Why is the happy card here? Yeah, right. Okay. So you're, Spirit's just saying, just say switched on. So you may say that same. So I'm feeling that you're very switched on mentally right now. You know exactly what you want. You know what you don't want, who you want to be around, who you don't, what job you want to be in, you don't, you know, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I could carry on, right? And there's a lot of happiness coming in and fulfillment and satisfaction with something new. Could be a new relationship, right? I don't know. Put it where it fits in your life. Something out with the old, in with the new. basically. And this is something you've been thinking about for a long time, and every time you think about it, it makes you very happy. I feel that like you want to remove yourself from a toxic situation. There's no growth there. So if you're currently like in a relationship and you know it's not going to go anywhere, it's done, it's dead, done, over with, or it's a job that there's no growth there anymore, you're looking for new things, or you're removing yourself. And there's a lot to do with other people here, and like the drama and conflict of, you know, the gossip around the water fountain at work, things like that. I mean, you're not always going to get that sort of thing, hopefully not, but you can get that in a lot of environments, so that's never going to leave. But you're wanting to grab hold of something here and be more creative, possibly, right, in a job. There's something about working with animals as well, or in nature, like a garden center or animals. Like there's something here about working in a more holistic environment. Okay. Anything else? I feel you're breaking. Now, I'm not going to tell you, Spirit would never tell you what to do. I say this all the time, check my disclaimer below, but I see a contract being broken. I do feel that you are the one that would break it or leave and start a new contract somewhere else, okay? With a person or a job, all right? You're going to be learning something new, but it's going to be something that you want to do. It's something that, you know, something that's creative here, all right? Very creative. There's a lot of growth. I must remember to call my sister. I must remember to call my sister. Yeah. And yeah, you got this deep knowing here. Like I said before, the success on the other side of the fence, or the grass will be greener on the other side type of energy. You're going to have a lot of people that are like, why did you do that? Why did you leave that person? Why did you leave that job? Why did you leave this environment, this home? Why did you travel? But you just know that like you're ready to learn something new here. And you're not really going to be paying attention to people that are telling you you did the wrong thing or whatever, because you know what you need to do. All right. So a lot more positivity coming in there. All right. Now we have Diamond Girl next. If any of you want to email me, I will send you a really good video that I watched. So just like email me and say, send me that video. Please send me the video. It's not in the description, but it's like a video that I watched about the 22 degrees of Cancer and how it's going to affect us for the rest of 26 and 27 for Sun, Moon, Rising, and it's for Roosh. And it was really, really, really informative, and it really hit home for me specifically. And I was like, I must share that with everyone. I might put it in the post section, actually. Okay. Canoe, you're going to have to wait, my friend. Okay, because you're not on the list next anyway. All right, Twin Soul, Kaja, Star Angel, those are the next three people. I have been on here for 2 hours, guys, so I'll keep going until I've sort of like, no, that's enough. Twin Soul, Kaja, Star Angel. And as it gets later in the evening, like it's like, is it 10 p.m. now? Yeah, it's 10 past 10. People start to like be like, I've got to go to sleep, or they fall asleep listening to my voice. And that happens often. People say, I fell asleep listening to you. I was like, okay, that's nice, but you didn't get your reading. Star Angel, spiritually inclined. Joe and Julie. I mean, if you want to donate, Canoe, you can be next. Up to you. Julie, post your question. Okay, let's have a look. Quick general for you, Julie, and then we'll move on to the next person. Okay, let's have a look. So I see you opening like an envelope that you received. This doesn't have to be a literal paper envelope. It can be like, it can be something via email. I don't know if you're moving soon or you have to move soon. Something really strongly about getting some news or information to do with your home. All right. You may have been really overthinking a lot of things lately, your life in general, what you want to do, what's next. You want a new life, you want a rebirth. We all want that, right? All right. Something feels stuck right now. You're definitely overthinking something here. It could be causing you anxiety as well, okay? All right, something's stuck. It's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, or you're stuck. You don't have any other way out of something, or you don't have the drive to do something. I'm just getting a lot of like different types of things. So there's like a fog, a brain fog here going on. What's in the split here? Yeah, you've got to set some boundaries. This keeps coming up, that boundaries card. I'm seeing the persona card, alchemy. So there's something here about you being able to, like you feel you can't create something or heal something or move on from something or deal with anything else right now. But you can, right? Things will fall into place. You got the serendipity card, but there's a lot of fear. This is the number 18. It's the moon energy, and you fear that things won't fall into place. And by thinking on it too much instead of doing something, okay, there's something about needing to action something here, is not going to sort of get you anywhere. And it's really hard. I know, like, you may be like rolling your eyes. I feel rolling your eyes. You may not be, but there's this like feeling of, if I think on this enough, I can change it. But I will look at that, because I do feel that there's like, there is something you're going to have to face, but it will work out well. All right. So there's a real stuck energy where you don't have the answers and you feel like it's like not again. So is there been a situation possibly in the past that you've had to navigate that ended a particular narrative in your life, possibly about your way you live or what you do for work or whatever, or something to do with love? But I don't feel this. I feel it's more to do with like you're moving. There's a movement energy here. I've been saying it in my live today. I think I said it yesterday, someone in a private reading this morning, to use that box breath, that in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4, and do that up to 6 to 10 times. It's like to calm your nervous system. If you watch like a lot of astrology right now of what's going on, like the nervous system is really super highly affected. So, you know, that's very much so about Virgo energy. There's a huge input in the energy with the air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you've got the thinker card, which is mental. All right. Okay, first of all, what you don't know is there is a new life coming in for you, all right? And it's going to put you exactly where you need to be moving forward into the next era, the next chapter. And even though you, oh wow, and you, wow, hold on. Underneath that, we've got the Milk and Honey card, which is very 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups energy with the rainbow blessings. And you've got the change in the winds. So he's moving here. He's moving. And Spirit has your back here. Like they are guarding you. They are protecting you. They are supporting you in some way here with something, or will be. Okay. I'm also hearing like you're a daughter of God. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. Maybe someone said that to you, or you've heard that saying in the past. We'll do a reading. We'll do a reading, Julie. I'll do a swapsy reading with you again on this. You got the moon and the moon. Fucking hell, the moon energy. I think today is the 18th as well, right? So you got 18. Today you may have been feeling super low. Yeah, the energy has been so hard, like ridiculous. It's a big burden. There's a burden, and the burden won't last forever, but it's still there. It's still not to be downplayed, right? The fear's not to be downplayed. Right, there's a masculine here. So I don't know if you're getting in touch with a Pisces, possible, Scorpio, Cancer, or just someone you love, reaching out to them, talking to them, pouring out your fear, pouring out your emotion to someone could help you. Obviously, it's going to be somebody that, you know, is open and receptive and is not going to turn the story on themselves. And it's like a very healthy emotional conversation where they're able to listen and then you're able to listen to them. So it's sort of like shooting the breeze about either astrology or what's going on in your life literally, or something there. It doesn't have to be male. It could be someone who's just really very compassionate. Okay. Four of Pentacles. You could have Taurus in your chart in one of the big three, right? Top three. Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm just picking up one of the water planets here that are definitely outer planets. I've got a really good video to send to you. I'll send to you, and a couple of videos actually that I sent to someone as well this morning that I felt so informative, to help you understand like what's next. Four of Pentacles and the, okay, so like it's like hold on for one more day. That song, or the next 4 weeks are going to be extremely significant. All right. You've got 4, 4, 4, 4 here in your reading. So 44, the number 4, and the number 4. So the next 4 days, the next 4 weeks, I don't think it'll be 4 months. I think I just saw spirit. Sorry, guys. It doesn't freak me out sometimes. It just sort of like get taken off guard. There's definitely someone around you. You've got the Ace of Wands. There is a new beginning, okay? You don't need love yet. You need to sort this out first. But I do feel that there's someone that you can emotionally really pour out to, okay? So that you can discuss your conflict like within yourself, if that makes sense. Okay, that was your reading. We're going to go towards the next person, which is Jo. If Jo is there, she might be coming back on. She did say she was going to go on and off, so maybe she will. Who is here, please? Okay. Thank you. Canoe, yeah, post your question. I had quite a few people on the list, and hi, Haley. I'll put you on the list. There's 7 people on here. I do have a list. It's Twin Soul, Kaja, Star Angel, Spiritually Inclined. I've called all their names and they've not responded. I've got Joe, she's not here. Canoe, you're next. Hi Toka, you can donate anytime you like. That would be wonderful. Please remember to put US dollars to change it to US. All right, let's have a look, Canoe. Let's have a look. You've been waiting for your reading. Maria, yes, you're on the list. Just please be patient. I'm so tense. Yeah, it's general career reading. Am I doing the right thing in my career? Am I on the right path? Oh, it's a waste of money. There's so much like, okay, so I've been going through this, so I'm not like preaching to the choir. You guys have also been going through this and know what you need to do, or know on a literal, practical, emotional, physical level what we need to do. It's the doing it, okay? There's also a lot of moon energy. We just also obviously had the new moon. We got the full moon on the 29th of July. Why did I just forget? 29th of July, the full moon. There's such a massive need to slow down, to say no, to set boundaries with others, to set boundaries with ourselves. This is all part of your reading, Canoe, for whatever reason. And like, don't overwatch tarot right now, as in like, don't go online and start going from tarot reader to tarot reader. I have like probably 2 or 3, mainly about astrology. I watch Stephen Burns, I watch Pam Gregory, I watch people with a lot of experience in astrology, and I watch one particular person that is always like my go-to. Like, I left my phone on last night on something, and it had nothing to, I think it was, I don't know what it was, but it was nothing to do with tarot. And I woke up to my phone right in the middle of a sentence that I was going through right now, and it was her. It was my go-to reader that I go to. So there's something about finding, like, there's a lot of frantic, frustrated energy with you, and needing to find something that's calming, that's sort of like directed at you. I don't know if this makes sense. Yes, you are, Maria. Please be patient. But I don't know if I'm going to get to you, okay? I understand you're in Norway. Okay. I've got Princess Leah, Nidhi, Debbie. I've got, maybe you can come on tomorrow if you need to sleep. And then I've got 2, it's going to be another 45 minutes till I get to your reading, okay? Toka is next, okay? Right, let's look at your career, because we're talking about this. You need to go with the flow a little bit more. If you feel intuitively that you've been led in this direction with your career, or whatever money you've spent, or whatever, because you want to get yourself out of a 5 of Pentacles situation where you never have had enough, there's a need to just relax into the feeling of being led intuitively where you need to go and not rushing the process. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Maria. You can donate, Maria. You'll be after Toka fan if you want to. Okay, please let me know if this is resonating. Who am I even reading for? Canoe. Okay, so you need to tap into your intuition more. 7s could be significant in your life right now. Things will align. I think you're really worried they're not going to. Like, what you've done is not going to pay off. That's what you're worried about. But you're in between this fear. So I don't know what it is you're doing, if it's a business that you're starting, if it's applicable in this day and age with like AI, etc. Is it something more on a social level? Is it a new channel? Is it a business, like an online shop? I don't know what it is you're doing. All right. So it's a little bit hard if you don't specify, but that's okay. So basically, just flow into this, use your intuition, and things will align. Okay. There could be a masculine here. King of Swords that you're either collabing with or is supporting you or has a lot to say about, yeah. Okay, so there's a masculine. I feel there's someone, they don't have to be a masculine. They can be a male or female. They could be a Cancer. But there's something, okay, there's definitely spirit around as well. So you must have spirit around you too, because when that happens, it's usually like they're just hanging out, which is fine. There's someone who is against what you're doing. All right, there could be people that are supporting you, but there is one person who's got a lot to say. Or they think that you're doing the wrong thing or the wrong content in your whatever you're creating. I don't know what you're doing. You can let me know. And there's definitely someone who, they could be an Aquarius, but you're following your dream anyway. Or Spirit wants you to just follow your intuition here and really tap in, because I think it will make people very happy. It could be about the mind or your emotions or content about how to heal. So let me know if that's significant. You may think right now something's not going to be okay, but it is. It's going to be okay. It's going to work out. Yeah, you need to tap into your intuition more. This could definitely be a YouTube channel in regards to, or Rumble or whatever, in regards to spirituality or healing. That would be good for you. Okay, that was your reading. Toka fan, post your question. Excuse me. I don't see that you've donated, Toka. Oh, sorry, I apologise, you have. My phone's playing tricks on me, Marshall. All right. If it is Marshall that I'm talking to, I love that name, like literally. That's because it's related to Eminem, right? So I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to do it. He's like my biggest fan. I think everyone says that. Right. Everything's very stressful for everyone. If you're not working or don't need to work, there'll be stress. You will find stress and tension at this time in your life, whether it's physically, whether it's like emotionally, with a relationship, where you live, who you associate with. We've got Mercury retrograde. We've got a hella astrology this week, like crazy, literally. Okay, will the employer K regret her resignation today? I think it stemmed from a misunderstanding, but I respect and accept her decision. I'm a team-orientated manager and work will continue as usual. Okay, so, I mean, it's good that you're literally caring for a start. Yeah, no problem here. Yeah, I mean, Marshall. I'm glad that you accept that you had to accept her position or resignation or whatever, but there's something here about it would have happened anyway, apart from the conversation or the energy surrounding the decision she made. I think it would have happened anyway. Spirit was also just saying before that like this is something that she's been thinking about for a very long time. This is not something that's just come about. And I believe she's told you that, or she said, no, I've been thinking about this for a while. Okay. All right. No, I think that she won't regret it. I think that she's been wanting to look into something, study something, look at a different career path. Yeah, I mean, look at the cards that just come out. I think she was happy at her job and but she wasn't necessarily feeling that she was bringing the best version of herself for herself she needs to be at this point in her life. All right, she needed a change. The cards we have is why. So asking a lot of questions lately, looking into other things, feeling that she would be more stable in a different, like, I'm hearing genre, but environment, okay? And she needed to change. So perhaps we'll clarify that, because perhaps something she said was hurtful to you or other people. And she could have used, I'm getting the feeling that she used it as an excuse to leave. She didn't know how to resign, so something came up, something was said, she thought, I can take this out of context, either consciously or subconsciously, unconsciously, and it was her exit, okay? Thank you, Julie. It was her avenue or window to go, because she's already sort of like dreamt up this new life, new beginning for herself. So I don't feel that it was predetermined, but it was a doorway. It was a doorway, a window that she was like, this is the time. Yeah, she wants to learn something new or go to a new company. You've got Capricorn. She could be a Capricorn. Why is the devil here? Really strong Capricorn energy here. I mean, you know, she's pursuing some sort of dream that she can't, like, she's magnetically drawn to with the devil card here, okay? So I don't think she'll regret it. I think that she will come across the right people, the right workplace, if she hasn't got a job already. I think she either has a partner or a husband or whatever, wife, whatever, that supported her decision in this, or at least someone very close to her that supported this decision she's made. Could even be like literally someone that works with you, all right? Yeah, but she's gonna follow her dream. She's gonna learn new things. She's gonna have a change. She's ready for the new change. She's ready to take that mask off that she's carrying or wearing, because it's like, yeah, she needs to be open and authentic to what she needs to do next. And I think she'll meet the right people, okay? I actually think that in the future, you'll come across her or see her, or she'll call you or email. So I'll just let you know, blah, 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 hi, I got this job. And there's like a calming effect, okay? So this person, yeah, I feel that she's got a masculine here in her life that has really supported this decision, for her to learn something new. I know this is crazy, but she could like literally be doing something part-time while she's studying, like Uber driving. I just saw a car, so a car could be significant. I don't know. You may not even know that. And travel even, wanting to travel, go somewhere, wanting a change, okay? And she's ready. She won't regret it. She won't regret it. Okay, post your second question. Will me and my colleague Jay be able to help me rebuild and a better team so I can have more work-life balance with a team that supports me? It's very hard, isn't it? I mean, I'm a manager and I work in an industry where it's so transient and people come and go, and then I shouldn't say. I'm just going to say my, like, other people that work with me move, you know, people get moved around and it's hard, right? But I've got a team of quite a lot of people, so I don't know how many's in your team. All right. I see a lot of growth in your business. You've been thinking about either employing 3 new people or employing more people, so you can like enjoy the fruits of your labor and what you're actually working for. Of course, there needs to be balance. The first card is number 51, breaking down to a 6, which is about the balance in your life and enjoying your family, or, you know, if you're married or whatever, or just like socially and stuff. So it's time to do this. I'm going to give you some numbers as well, especially 13th and 14th of a month. We have an eclipse on the 8th of August. That's also going to be significant. I do feel that you're going to definitely employ some more people. All right. Probably up to 3 people. Right. And I think that Jay, you guys haven't always gone along. All right. But you do bounce things off each other, and when you he is or she is, whoever they are, emotionally like there for you, especially when like that they were very concerned about your mental health or emotional health or even physical health when this manager left yesterday, because they visibly saw it upset you. Okay, so I don't know if that makes sense to you. All right, because it seems to like always be the way, like you get someone, you train someone, they vibe well, and then they're gone. And it's like, fuck, you know, I've got to start again. So I don't think like the nature of the business is always going to be like that, but as long as you've got the right tools in place to train the people and you give them the incentive to stay, right, then you're not going to get that turnover, right, so much. Right, but I do feel there's something here about you making more money or the business making more money, right? So give the people what they need, Spirit's saying. A good ploy, I want to call it a ploy, in an interview. 2 things, Spirit's saying. You may want to try this, all right, is to ask someone what they need from you. All right, as a manager, I'm employing you. I need this, this, and this from you. We're going to be doing this, that, and the other, and this is your salary and whatever. What do you need from me? And also, after arranging an interview on the phone, on the email, whatever, possibly phone is better, Spirit saying, email the person what you'll be asking them. I hate, and I've always hated this, like going into an interview and you're already nervous as it is, and being like stuck with like question, what are they going to ask me? You research all these questions they possibly could ask you. So like, I think that is a very respectful way to interview, right? Send them, I'm going to ask you these 6 questions, and send them an email 3 days before the interview, so they have time to get themselves together, right? I don't care whether someone's a supervisor, manager, like everyone gets nervous in interviews, right? And that just shows a great deal of respect. And one of the questions should be, what do you need from, you know, us? On any level, whether it's emotional, whether it's, you know, what do you know, maybe they want to ask about insurance, or maybe they want to ask about, you know, human resources or employee assistance and things like that. Or maybe they, you know, want to say to work from home a couple of days a week so they have their life work balance. Okay, right, you are building something here with your partner. Your partner is in like, is this your first question or your second? Because I've just been going on a little bit. Okay, right, post your second question. Right, there is something you're building it slowly, but you're building it, and it's gonna, there's the Tower. I keep getting the Tower energy, it's come out again, but there's a lot of happiness associated with this. Like whatever you're creating here is going to be really exciting. It's going to make you very happy, your family happy, the people around you happy. You will have the work-life balance. There may be people, there's always going to be people, especially in your workplace, if you're the manager, oh, you know, they didn't come in again today or something. They may not know how hard you work till 10, 11 o'clock at night, you know, and whatever at home. So don't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about, right, it's the second question, okay. Excuse me. Okay, we've got a few more people here. Jo didn't come on, she's not here. Princess Leah. I keep seeing shadow. I'm not sure whether that one was the sun coming in the back window. It's really, really going to be a nice day. So it was a miserable weather yesterday, like really bad. Okay. All right. Nidhi, post your question. No one seems to be talking. The 6 people on here, I need to know who you all are, please, so we can get into your questions. Thank you, Hayley. Who the fuck's McConnell? Okay. Nidhi, general love. Are you single or coupled? Ooh. I think you're single. I think that you've learned a lot. There's been a lot of risks possibly that you've taken with people that didn't bring very good change in your life with relationships in the past. And I think that you've thought a lot on those. I think you've healed a lot from that. And I think that you've learned a lot. Like you've realized what you wouldn't do again. Okay. And that loyalty is the most important thing. And you're using your intuition more. So that's really great. I think that there is like more passion coming in. Like there's this feeling of recent past here, being very alone, not thinking anyone cares. It's a very lone. I'm hearing a lonely life. You could have had a relationship with a masculine that it could have been in Aries. It could have been in April even, or May. Something could have happened where they were just not the right person for you. Okay, so I don't know if you were with someone and it didn't work out. They could have been older than you. Your father could be significant in your life in the past in some sort of way in regards to decisions you made in regards to relationships, but it doesn't have to be. The Emperor, you know, when the Emperor comes in, I just sort of do mention father energy. 2 more cards, please, Spirit. But there's someone here who didn't want to change. Let me know if this is resonating. This someone who doesn't want to change, very, very dogmatic energy, which means like they were their highway. If they don't agree with you, you know, if you don't agree with them about something, then F you sort of thing. This is the way it is. So you could have been really controlled by somebody here and it didn't go anywhere. It fell apart. Your father could be like this though too, all right? So it could be, or both. You could have had father, okay, so I'm getting the father card here. Like you could have had some father wounds where he was very strict with who you would date or very strict about you in your life in general. And yeah, but he was just trying to protect you, all right? Who's McConnell? Sorry, I don't watch the news, so I wouldn't know. Protection. All right, so he just wanted to protect you. I don't feel that, or you could have had a bad relationship with your father, or you're very misunderstood, or you misunderstood him. And you don't have to like say whether that's true or not, but like there's that feeling here. All right, there's something about a second chance as well. Mother wounds here as well, possibly. Right, okay. There's a need to get out into the community more, okay? I don't know who, possibly, I just don't know who it is, Kevin. All right, one more card on this. Yeah, maybe this reading is giving you clarity that what you want and what you don't want, what you don't want to have to deal with anymore, what boundaries you didn't set, how other people made you feel, all right? Right, please let me know whether this is making sense, else I'll just move on to the next person, okay? Which is Debbie, if you're there. We've also Haley, Wheel of Fortune. So you're moving into a beautiful, I mean, this is about Jupiter. Jupiter is aspecting Pluto right now. I'm not going to go into astrology, but you might want to check it out, how it affects your sun, moon, rising, or if it is in relation to social or love. I feel that you are really compassionate and very caring. I'm seeing Pisces energy, not just because the Hangman's here, but I'm feeling actually from this card over here, even though it's a Virgo energy. I'm also getting a lot of Virgo. The number 16 has come out immensely. So you got 16, 16 today, just basically. Got the number 10. So definitely moving to more lucky time in your life. Is there anyone specific, Spirit? Oh, well, we can ask that question. All right, so the death card energy, that's not about your question, Kevin. We'll look at that in a second. I don't even know who he is. I'm sorry, I don't live in the US, so I don't really follow US politics at all. I don't think there's anyone specific, not to say that there isn't someone specific coming in for unity in regards to love. I think that you're just more open and receptive to it, and you're more intuitive as far as being able to like pull someone's mask off or not. You know, to their true colors, to see their true colors. I think you're able to do that more so. But I think there needs to be some sort of mother, father, parental healing here. All right. Does that make sense? Like you're carrying some sort of childhood burden here that Spirit wants you to address. Yeah, the devil in the reverse. So there's a need here to do that. So we're just going to have, and it's time to do that healing. All right. So Kevin, if you're there, probably the best, like trying to follow a dumpster fire. Oh my God. I wouldn't say that. That's not very nice. We're going to have a look. We're going to have a little bit of a different part of the segment today. Looking at Kevin's question. So, Spirit, can you tell us whether he is dead or alive? There's a lot of people worried about this, obviously. Maybe you're not so much. There's a lot of chatter about this, probably on the television, social media. A lot of chatter. A lot of conflict. I think he's just gone off on his own somewhere. I think he's just gone off on his own somewhere. You got the Hermit and the Chariot. That's funny. Perhaps I don't know what he did, or like what he did to someone or the people or whatever. I think he's bathing on a beach maybe somewhere in Barbados or some random island. Okay, let's be serious now. Don't believe everything you hear on social media. The World and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Don't believe everything you hear on social media. Right? I mean, it could be DEAD. All right, it could be. But I just think he's going after different opportunities. Look at this. Now, that's what the cards are saying. Whether that's, who knows? I think he's like getting out of something while he can, or leaving something while he can. He's not wanting to put the fire out he created. Okay, Hayley, it's your turn. Kevin, if you've got like another question, you can ask it after Hayley. Hayley, post your question. I won't be on for too much longer, guys. Just give me a second, Hayley. I'm just having a quick break. 2 seconds. I just had to do something and I forgot, and I'm going to do it now. Hold on a second, Hayley. Give me 5 minutes, like 2 minutes, Hayley. Thank you. Won't be a second, guys. Okay, all right, let's have a look. I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot for you. I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. Okay, how can I say this without like invading your privacy? There's possibly something that you're concerned about on a health level, and to go see like your GP or your naturopath or something. And I'm not like fear mongering here, I'm not, and I'm just like saying it's something to do with that a man wouldn't like need to go to check out. So yeah, I mean, it's probably something and nothing, but Spirit's saying you're possibly concerned about something. Okay. Okay. And Hayley, you don't have to literally say. All right, let's have a look and see what we've got in your energy. Oh, a lot of patience required. Possibly some sacrifice. A lot of patience. We've got Hanged Man, so Pisces energy in the upright. We are in Mercury retrograde. Both of these cards together are both Mercury retrograde cards, the Seven of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. This is like patience, planning, rewiring, restructuring, re-looking at, reworking, rethinking, everything, okay? And I think it's really affected you with the re-word as well. Sorry. Going a bit down. Okay, Spirit just said something else to me as well. This could be about a person. This could definitely be, Hayley, about a person. Perhaps you feel you've sacrificed a lot. You could be a mother yourself. All right, you could be a mother. It could have been very, very hard Mercury retrograde for you to like really, like myself. And I always say I love Mercury retrogrades, but I haven't got any answers yet. And maybe I'm not supposed to get them till after it goes direct on the 23rd. So maybe that's the same for you. Okay. But you have been patient. You've possibly sacrificed something here for someone else. So I'm going to just pull one. Actually, no, I'm not going to pull any more from there. I'm going to clarify, what's this about? So what has Hayley been patiently planning or patient about planning something, wanting to see things change, not seeing things change, having already sacrificed a lot, I'm hearing. I'm seeing like Queen of Cups, which would be your energy. It doesn't matter if you're a water sign, you could have it in your top 3 or 4. I always say top 3, but like North Node is important too. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. So Pisces, you'll be feeling very empathetic. You're not feeling, so you're not able to see something, or you're not being shown something. Let me know if this is resonating, Hayley. I'm picking up like very much like my energy within your reading. So like if I was to do a reading like this for myself basically, and these cards came out, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Okay. Because you're either not seeing something, literally, you're not getting the information you need, the person isn't communicating with you, you feel completely, I'm getting that song, I'm out of touch, I'm out of mind. Maybe you'll feel like you're going out of your mind, like I have been doing the past few days. I just sort of like got myself together. Okay. Yeah. There's been confusion, or there's a lot of confusion. You could be seeing 7s lately. You got the 7 of Cups, but it is in reverse. There's something you can't see. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So something is happening behind the scenes, so it's not time yet. So even though you want, say, someone to contact you or something to happen, it's not happening because they haven't completed their section of the bargain, or they haven't got to where they need to get to yet. So even though you're ready, or you feel you are to receive the information may change, be different, or clearer after Mercury goes direct. Very confusing, okay? Page of Swords. So Spirit's saying don't look into this anymore, okay, right now. Don't like spend any more of your conscious effort, time, thought about it right now, because you're just gonna, if you do, you're gonna create more of a distance from this person. So I don't know who this person is, but right now you just feel like you're defending yourself, you're setting your boundaries, you're trying to get information from them, and Spirit's saying it needs to stop because it's not their time frame to come to you and say, I've made a decision about this, I want to talk about this, whatever it is, okay? You could be dealing with a Virgo. Or a woman, a boss figure even, or I don't know if you're interested romantically in women, but it could be in that sense too. But there's something here where someone's really not connecting with you. Now, this can be business, it can be anything, all right? It could be like you're giving someone a business idea and they're not getting back to you, and you're like, I've spent a lot of time, I've sacrificed years of my life working for this company, and this person can't even give me an answer, like, because it's not the time. So it can be business too. Who else is online? I've got 3 people sitting here. I will be leaving the feed very soon. Princess Leah, if you're here. I think that's pretty much it. Debbie was on but has gone. I've got to connect my phone to the charger in a second as well. Not this phone, another phone. Okay, is there anyone else here? And remember, guys, when I'm, oh no, there's no one here. They're going. I will go. It's been 3 hours. It's 11 p.m. in New York, Eastern State. So I will leave the feed, and I will be on tomorrow. I do have a couple of private readings to do. If you want a private reading, whoever's here. Okay, you can email me. Okay, see you guys. Bye.